Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Southside Skate Park YouTube channel where we review products before they're coming out, as they're coming out, and sometimes even after they've come out. Today, I have a new dunk from Nike SB. This is gonna be the Sequoia dunk. It's releasing July 26th. That's gonna be this Saturday. The MSRP will be $125. This is actually gonna be a Dunk Low Pro B. So it's gonna experience or have all of those features kind of pre-SB. This is the third Dunk Low Pro B of 2025. So let's see here, the Sequoia Light Army. Let's get it out and check it out for some details. See what's going on. All right, there it is. I'm gonna bring it in for the details that you want right away. Boom. There's your profile, your overhead, kind of rear 3/4. And there is that traditional and original dunk sole from the 80s. If you've been kind of watching the Pro B kind of line this year, we've had Pale Ivory, which is kind of a bone white. We've had the Parachute Beige, which was a really nice khaki, and now this kind of very dark, definitely green, I know that part, but the Sequoia with a nice kind of, maybe this, they're kind of saying the Army, this Army is the midsole. To me, it seems green, but I'm sorry, it seems kind of grayish green. So it's kind of somewhere in between like the gray and a green. You can kind of see that in the light here. This is the Pro B, so it's gonna get all those Pro B treatments. At the time, just even doing like lace straps was a big deal, you know? Just strapping that tongue down to kind of like rock on your foot and feel good on foot. They fattened up these laces. They try to kind of bulk up this dunk silhouette to kind of usher it in as a potential skate shoe. And it went off for them. It was a hit. Skateboarders started to adopt the shoe as Nike's presence within skateboarding started to grow at the time in the early 2000s. I always say this is an all suede upper, but it's technically nubuck. So it's kind of like a really nice, very lush nubuck in my hands. Feels good. The sock liner is a very kind of gray color. We have a gray sort of, you know, this cloth. It's basically like, feels like a canvas under my fingers, the coarse nature of it. We have the mesh tongue. We have a very simple Nike with a tonal SB on the nylon tongue tag. Again, kind of, although it is the era of SB, they're trying to harken back to that original look, which would have just said Nike on it. We have a heel piece here. We have Nike in a raised black with the white leather piece there. Nice and durable. The gum sole with no phylon is kind of the raddest part. You can kind of see right through it even a little bit. So I'm liking everything about this. And as you know, this silhouette usually fits my foot a little bit better. We do have a lace swap to do. It's a kind of that gray to complement the sock liner and midsole. So we're gonna change it up and see if this kind of helps this shoe pop. It is pretty muted right out of the box. Definitely muted, right? I personally like the silhouette. I like the upper and materials that it's comprised of, but because it kind of comes out of the box very dark horse-ish, I'm gonna just say 5. This is a 5 because we just really need to open up our ratings 0 to 10, okay? So giving this shoe a 5, trying to open it up a little bit. I'd score it a little higher personally, but I think realistically, that's kind of how much pop and kind of pizzazz it may have in a world where we have a Nike Air Max 95 coming out August 2nd. So again, this shoe is releasing Saturday, July 26th. The MSRP will be $120. It's gonna be at your local Nike SB retailers, so definitely get over there. If you're unfamiliar with the fit or true to size, that's where your retailers come in handy. That's why you wanna go to a skate shop and say what's up and get to know those people there because they can help you. You know, pull some shoes out of the back, try some things on. All right, everybody, I am back with the lace swap, and it definitely does, to me, kind of help that shoe sort of have a little more of like a differentiation, a little more going on than this just, you know, very dark out the box upper. I think that kind of helps the tongue kind of bumps the rating up just a little bit, maybe brings it up to about a 6, 6.5. There it is right there. Let me kind of bring them in side by side so you guys can really kind of see them nice and clean for you. Check that out right there. Some people really appreciate the lace swap, and that's cool, you know. I mean, because it could change the shoe for you. You could be like a no-go to a, you know what, that looks sick. This is the Nike SB Pro B. Actually, this is the Nike Pro B. There was no SB at the time. So it's not gonna have those heel pods. Luckily, it does have those tongue straps because I think those are really critical. It's gonna be on your original sole, kind of before they retooled it for Nike SB with the Phylon. So this is the original dunk sole from the 80s. This thing's, I find that, you know, you guys know I think the toe is more full in a Pro B, accommodating a wider foot more naturally and more comfortably. I feel like the shoe breaks in and is just buttery, something you just put on and off very nice and easy when it's in the Pro B upper. So yeah, feeling this shoe, man. So congrats to Nike SB on this one. It's time for the on foot, so let's check it out.
Here we are with the on foot of the Dunk Low Pro B. I really like this shoe. I like the color. It's pretty sick. I'm also a fan of the old school, what's it called, tread on these shoes. I like that. I've always kind of liked the older dunk tooling, mainly just because of the less thick tongue, but on the Pro B they don't really do that. Put these on. I sew it on pretty easy. There's a bad boy on. They're a little snug off the box without any adjustment to the lacing. I mean, that's expected. I would get these if I was in the market for some new dunks of any kind. I really like the dark green aspect of them, and the secondary lace on this foot actually is pretty cool. I like how it matches the tongue pretty well. I will say, compared to the San Diego Arts and Rec dunks that I tried on the other day, I would say with the toe box, this seems more normal. Those were pretty, there was a lot of space vertically in those. These ones just seem like back to like kind of a normal dunk fit. Maybe not as small and tight as the U-toes are on the toes, but they're good. I like them. Here's all your angles of them. Try to get you everything you're looking for. Yeah. If I could say anything about the fit, I wear a size 9, and I would say they're like a tad long, but they're like, I don't even know if it's worth going up a size. Maybe we just tighten them down. And then kind of the fit up here seems a little narrower, like in this section of the shoe. Seems a little narrow compared to an average dunk. Here's your front shot, side, other side, boom, boom. Yeah, Dunk Low Pro B, Sequoia. Shout out Toyota. It's fine.
All right. That was the on foot. They are back in my hands. Again, I think that lace swap really helps me enjoy the shoe just a little bit more. If you have been copying all Nike Pro Bs this year, then you have very wearable footwear at home between the pale ivory, the parachute beige, and now the Sequoia Army. If you're liking this content, you guys, and you appreciate, like, I don't know, like kind of, you know, showing you the shoe in detail, discussing it at length, doing a lace swap, giving you an on foot, we are going to try to talk, we're going to definitely talk about true to size. If you're appreciating that content and you guys want to like, follow, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you could share it to a friend and say, hey, I really like this review or these first looks. With this shoe coming out in 3 days, obviously this is not going to be your first look. But maybe under these lights or the way that we presented the shoe to you here at Southside Skate Park's YouTube channel kind of helped you get a better look at what this shoe looks like, or a better understanding of what maybe a Pro B is versus like a Dunk Low Pro. Any of those things, man, for any reasons. I'm Big O. This is Southside Skate Park's YouTube channel. Your skateboarding has been our priority for 30 years. If you'd like to support Southside Skate Park, you can do that at southsideskateshop.com, wherever you live. Or if you're here in the Houston area or you come visit, we are literally 3 miles away from Houston Hobby. That's the airport. Or if you just are local, man, come here and skate. You know, it's very hot outside. We have our fan going, we have our doors up, the music is on, you're out of the sun, all those good things. So supporting skateboarding right here in South Houston since 1994. Much love, everybody, and thanks so much to everybody for the support. These are dropping at southsideskateshop.com at 11 a.m. on July 26th. MSRP 125. Like, follow, subscribe, and I will see you at the very next show or whatever visual presentation we come up with. I've got something cooking right now, and I'm hyped on it. I can't wait to put it on YouTube. It's just like, it's some things that need to see the light of day, and so I'm looking forward to putting that out there for you guys. So keep it up, man. Stay out there. Enjoy the end of your summer, and I'll see you next time right here at the Southside Skate Park YouTube channel. Take care, everybody. See you soon.